a good first move for players of all levels. Pawns gridlocked in the center for an interesting, dynamic game. Adding control of the center with the knight. Defending and developing in the same move. The Italian game has been studied for centuries for its strong tactical and positional ideas. Entering the two knights defense, which is one of the oldest openings in chess. d3 protects the e4 pawn and the c4 bishop and allows the dark-squared bishop to develop. The bishop joins the board early, building a strong opening for black. Castling gets the king out of the center of the board, while also developing a rook. Both kings are castled and ready for the middle game, developing the knight and increasing influence in the center. This prepares the bishop for development. This is the strongest option. This pins a knight, which restricts its mobility. The bishop is kicked by a pawn and must now move or be captured. This is an equal trade. White combines recapturing with the development of a new piece. This wins a tempo by threatening a queen and forcing it to move away. This avoids clear danger. Right on target. Very precise. This is the strongest option. Right on target. The rooks can see each other now, allowing them to provide mutual defense. White develops the bishop and attacks the center. A very strong play. This connects the rooks, which helps them work together. With the rook now developed as well, black has all pieces ready for action. This is a fair move, one of the best moves. That's not a mistake, but it's not the best move either. The best option was to prepare a retreat square for the king. This maintains the balance in material with a good trade, recaptures. Very precise. This attacks white's pawn chain. The pawn is now adequately defended. This is the strongest option. A solid choice. Right on target. Very precise. A very strong play. This doubles the rooks on a file, which allows them to team up to create threats. One of the best moves. This moves the bishop to a better location, allowing it to control more squares. This doubles the rooks on a file, which allows them to team up to create threats. That's fine. There were worse moves, but also something much better. The correct move to safety. A solid choice. This defends a pawn that was under attack and had no defenders. This is the strongest option. A very strong play. The best option was to attack a pawn chain. This is a fair move, one of the best moves. This is the only move that works. This protects an underdefended pawn that is under attack. A solid choice. A very strong play. The best option was to move a queen to a more active position. Right on target. Very precise. This is an equal trade. This maintains the balance in material with a good trade. After all captures, this is an equal trade. A clear recapture. The better move was to create a pawn chain. This permits the opponent to kick a bishop. This threatens to tactically win a bishop. This stops the opponent from being able to tactically win a bishop. A straightforward recapture. The clearly correct move for a threatened bishop. The rooks can see each other now, allowing them to provide mutual defense. This is the strongest option. This fights against the other rook for the open file. This is not the right idea. This places a rook on the 7th rank, where it can be highly active. White's bishop has moved to a square with greater activity and control. The rook is now on an open file, which helps control squares across the board. White's piece has moved to a square with greater activity and control. The piece finds a new active square. One of the best moves. That's not a mistake, but it's not the best move either. Right on target. From this outpost, the rook has great activity. This is the only good move. This protects the attacked pawn. Very precise. There were worse moves, but also something much better. This is not the right idea. That's fine. The better move was to take an outpost with a rook. Now, black can't stop white from winning a bishop if they make the right moves. This prevents the opponent from being able to win a queen through a discovered attack. This is a nice tactic found in time trouble, which will win a bishop. This moves the bishop to safety. There were worse moves, but also something much better. The correct move to safety. The rooks are coordinated and powerfully doubled on the file. This permits the opponent to win a tempo by threatening a rook. This wins time by threatening a rook and forcing it to move away. The best option was to move a rook to safety. This is the only move that works. This doubles the rooks on a file, which allows them to team up to create threats. This evades the check from the queen. This permits the opponent to eventually win a bishop. This will win a bishop with correct play. The better move was to offer an equal trade of pieces. This is a fair move. This threatens to capture a rook and win material after the follow-up trades. The better move was to move a rook to safety. A clear recapture. This is not the right idea. This maintains the balance in material with a good trade. This threatens to tactically win a queen. The best option was to win a tempo by threatening a rook. This took advantage of a mistake, and black now has a winning advantage. This evades the check from the queen. This will win a queen with correct play. This threatens to force eventual checkmate. This move puts the queen on a safer square. This is a nice tactic found in time trouble, which will win a queen. This steps away from the checking queen. This is the strongest option.